the past few years, but you might have played, out of the 60 wins you have, 10 teams that were physically capable of beating you from a talent standpoint. When you're playing a team like Clemson that has draft picks all over the field on both sides of the ball, do you feel like the little things are a little bit even more magnified now because you can't just say, hey, we're better athletically than the other team, we'll just beat them that way, that you have to have every little thing right in order to win a game like this?
Yeah, that's definitely the philosophy we take. Coach Meyer always preaches that when you're evenly matched talent-wise, you gotta find every advantage you can. And one big thing that we always see ourselves doing is having relentless effort, and effort overcomes everything in games like this when the talent's equal. So if we come out and play our hardest, we'll be successful. There's so many little things that can go either way because everyone's got great matchups, but I feel like the way we find advantages in games like this with even talent is through relentless effort.
Obviously, you're in the playoffs, so the team you're playing is going to be very good, but
yeah.
When you play a team like you did with Oklahoma or even Michigan, where a few of the games where you are playing, can you sense immediately when you turn on the film, like, hey, this team's a little bit different than the other 8 or 9 that we played?
It's been tough to say that in the Big Ten just because there's been such good competition all throughout. But yeah, I'd say you feel it more in the game when you're in the game and it's a dogfight. You're in a dogfight, and everything's a little more physical, a little more faster, and everything's on the line. You can tell that this is a big game, just from the first couple snaps.
Sam, Clemson's players talked yesterday that they watched the morning 2 years ago and really dissected it. Have you guys done anything like that?
We haven't really watched that as much. We've been watching them, more of what they do now, personnel now. Obviously, we've seen some clips and stuff like that, but we haven't really dissected that.
When coaches talk about a game, if they do, what's the gist of what they say?
We don't really talk about that game. It was before I got here, so.
Played a different, moved around a bit. What was the hardest part of that? Is that almost like, in a way, learning different, not sports, but obviously different language and to different positions? What was the toughest part of that?
I would just say, just not uncertainty of like the future of what you're going to be doing, if you're going to really find a spot and be successful. I wasn't really sure if I was ever going to get on the field, just because I didn't have any time to get settled and learn plays and work on my skill set. So just not having confidence in the uncertainty, I think, was the biggest mental challenge.
So you just had to trust that they were putting you in the right place.
Yeah, just listen to Coach Mick and Coach Meyer when he told me that just stick with it, you're going to be a good player, just trusting in them.
Because that seems to be sort of not the secret to this program's success, but the ability to reload when people leave is that you're able to be flexible.
Right.
Not locked into one position.
Yeah, you can see that all over the team, just people playing different positions, people moving everywhere. Great examples, Pat Elflein moving to center, Draymond moving from end to 3-tech, guys moving from corner to safety, David Webb. Just part of the program. That's how they recruit, and that's how we develop players.
Are there any touristy things or restaurants that you guys are planning to do here?
I don't think we can. Please stick to football.
Okay.
Sam, got a tough one for you. Zach Schwartz, from you call him Snapchat, your video creative media guy. I'm just curious, from your perspective, what is it like having someone in-house who does that stuff for you? Obviously, it's not going to impact the game or anything, but it's sort of a trend that's happening now that more and more schools are doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny just because we're just doing everyday things and they document it and throw it up, and I guess it's what the fans want to see, and we want to have a great relationship with Bucket Nation. I think it's pretty cool that all the stuff they're doing, they got the Snapchat goggles, doing the latest things. He does a great job, and I like to mess with him just because I don't like to be filmed that much. But yeah, it's pretty cool that we're doing that. I think we need to.
Yeah. When you were a recruit, was that right when the texting rule changed? It was about 4 years ago, where they used to not be able to text recruits, and then now you could, which is what prompted a lot of this change. Do you remember where you were in the cycle when that stuff?
Yeah, I was DMing Mark Pantoni.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
the
okay.
extent of my.
All right, so you didn't get all these graphics and all this fancy video and stuff.
No, I didn't get much. I had to, call coaches first, had to DM
Okay.
coaches first. That's about all we could do. So I didn't get. And when they missed my call, I had to try again
Sure.
a couple hours later.
Yeah. As a millennial, as a younger guy who is on his phone all the time, can you see the value of producing that kind of content to young people to attract recruits?
Oh yeah, the kids love it, and it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Even I'm here now, and whenever they come up with a cool graphic, I still love it. But it's gonna attract kids, but what's really gonna attract them is winning games and stuff like that. But I think it gets their attention for sure.
When you dug into the Clemson tape, what's stuck out to you about maybe something you didn't think they were either good at, or maybe something that you thought you could exploit that when you really dug in, you noticed?
I noticed that they really have a good tempo in the way they control the game. You can see guys that they play not getting lined up and them just moving the ball when they want to move the ball and controlling the game. So we really got to, after play, run to the ball, get lined up, rest there, and be ready to go. We can't, get taken advantage of. We got to be ready and we got to control the game. They really do a good job. I think our offense does the same thing just because such experienced, good quarterbacks. But they do a good job of that, and I wasn't expecting that.
Quick tempo stuff.
Yeah, quick tempo and just check downs and stuff like that.
This is a weird question, but did someone start saying twitched up in this program? Because I don't think I've heard it before this year, and now every interview session someone says it.
Yeah, that's.
just said it twice.
Oh, did he?
4 minutes. Yeah.
That's definitely a Coach Meyer term. He told me that I couldn't play defense unless I was twitched up, and that's why they moved me to defense.
So then you were twitched up.
Yeah, I was twitched up. He said he wants me on defense because I am twitched up.
And then you have to say it.
Yeah.
Did you have to look it up?
I don't know. I guess it is a good thing, but I guess we want twitched up guys in the program is what they always say.
So did I just not notice it before this year? It's been a thing since before then?
Yeah, it has. But
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, quick twitch. It's like a special attribute.
Sam, what's it like with being on the defensive line? A guy like Malik controlling. Yeah. He's got tons of interceptions this year, a ton of pick sixes, and it just seems like the ball's in the air forever. It's good.
Right.
What's kind of like if you're rushing the quarterback and you don't get there, and the ball's going out down the field, you have a guy like that back.
Yeah, it's a confidence booster just because. Especially the corners too. They're always in man coverage. You just know that you're either going to get there or it's going to be an incomplete pass usually. And the fact that we have that confidence in our whole defense and not putting too much pressure on ourselves to get to the quarterback, it lets us just have fun and play with freedom. And we pressure them, they pick them off. So that's what we do.
Done anything in terms of his range that you're just
Malik specifically.
Yeah. Any play that you can remember?
Yeah, he does stuff all the time, but I think when we weren't all expecting it, and spring ball was when it really caught my eye last year. He was doing some crazy stuff. Nothing specific other than the Bowling Green game.
He ran 70 yards.
Yeah. You guys see it in the games. He does that stuff in practice all the time.
Sam, does Deshaun Watson remind you of any other quarterbacks you've faced?
I would say throwing wise, he reminds us of the Northwestern kid with his quick release. He's really accurate, and he reminds me of JT a lot with how he controls the game and controls the ball, runs the offense. They're very talented and intelligent quarterbacks.
What are the rules?
I asked earlier is playing against someone like Baker Mayfield that helped with him, but are there not a lot of crossovers between those two?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's that many crossovers just because he doesn't. He's a great scrambler and he can run the ball in the red zone. When they get in the red zone, he wants the ball in his hands, but in the zone reads and stuff, he doesn't keep it as much. But he's a mobile quarterback. He can run. We're gonna make sure we contain him if we can.
I was going to say, what are the rules about pass rushing a guy like that? Like Coach Shiano said back in Columbus, maybe it's at 100%, it's 95% to make sure you don't let him leak.
Yeah.
you know, I mean, what in your mind, what will be the rule on Saturday night as far as getting after him?
I think
because he can run.
Yeah, I think it's still 100% for D lineman, but you just can't be selfish and jump inside when you think you got a sack. You got to stay above them and you can't roll out. You just can't get selfish.
You guys needed, I think I understand you needed 2 different guys to simulate him in practice. One to run inside and one to pass.
Yeah, sometimes we've had everything. We've had Haskins throwing the ball. He's got a cannon. We've had Eric Glover-Williams scrambling. We've done a lot of things just to get all types of looks, and we're prepared for everything. I think we've had over 750 Clemson snaps or something, they told us yesterday.
Wow.
So we've been going hard.
Is that a lot?
From the scout team,
From the scout team, yeah.
Talking about Haskins, what have you seen out of Dwayne in the last month or so that really, if he happens to be the guy next year, or there's maybe a competition between him and Joe, or if JT decides to come back, have you seen him take a step up and be ready to be the guy?
Yeah, definitely in this bowl prep season he stepped up. I think that, we're rushing him and we can't sack him, but he'll still throw the ball when we get past him, and he'll be completing some crazy passes downfield on one of the best secondaries in the nation that we're all like, what can we do, But we played great defense, great coverage, and he'll just thread the needle.
What makes him special?
I think he's got a great release, and just the accuracy. He made one throw to Jake Houseman yesterday that was pretty incredible. And I think he just needs to continue to build his body up and keep growing. He'll be a great player.
I'm not being a smart aleck, but who's catching the ball down there? You just named one, but who? Like you say, he's completing them like crazy.
We have a couple periods where we get some twos and young guys come down to help us out. We get Benjamin Victor, we get Austin Mack, Houseman, Luke Farrell, all those guys. We get some good players down there to show us some speed.
Are you getting to have any fun? What the last couple of nights, have you gotten to do anything fun? What do y'all do in between the cracks?
Yeah, we just hang out, went to a nice dinner. People go to the mall, top golf, do whatever, just explore. I got a lot of family out here in Phoenix, cousins and stuff, so saw them at the hotel yesterday. Hubbard Family Swim School out here in Phoenix. So.
Sam, what's the single most worrisome thing about Deshaun?
Say that again?
What is the single most worrisome thing about Deshaun? Is there one thing that you just think, oh God, we can't let this happen?
No, not really. We just got to play good defense and do our thing. I'm not really worried about. We just got to play our game.
This time last year, a lot of the guys that make up the core of this team are probably getting their first real extended action in bowl practice. Are there guys this year kind of doing the same thing that you can go, okay, that guy's emerging, this guy's emerging? Who are those guys?
Jonathan Cooper's been playing really well. Rashad Berry's been playing really well. Guys like Raekwon, he was limited earlier, with just healing up some injuries from the long season. Tuff Borland played really well. Everybody's just getting so many reps and developing. It's like a whole other spring ball right now. And I think during spring we'll see some guys emerge. I've been focusing on
I'm sure you're not going to have 9 guys,
Yeah.
9 in the class can leave, but you're going to have a handful.
Yeah.
Do you see another 2017, if need be, happening like 2016, where a bunch of new guys?
Yeah, I think so, because we got so many guys, so much talent. We got Eric Smith's playing really well in practice right now, and I'm not worried. We'll reload.
What did you think about Urban's speech yesterday about practicing with purpose, and did that kind of get you guys going a little bit?
Yeah, he had that message for us in special team before the special teams meeting yesterday, and again before practice. And every day it's something like that. And it's just something to put in your mind throughout practice to keep you focused and not just go out there for no reason. You got something to think about and something to go hard for. So I like having that before practice every day.
Sam, Watson's really good at stepping in the pocket and avoiding the rush, just moving around in there. Do you have to rush a guy like that a little differently?
We just have to stay in our lanes and close the pocket, get some hands up, and not jump inside and get selfish. There's nothing really different. We still go hard and we still try and collapse the pocket. We just gotta, match the hand, get a hand up, and get them on the ground when we get an opportunity.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.